Okay, so this is another one of those fundamental rules. You know, we had the lookout. Now this is your escape route. Okay, like say you're setting up an ambush, right? You're like, okay, we moved somewhere. You know, we like this building. This is a pretty good spot to hang out. We can see, you know, maybe we can get a good idea where, you know, what the terrain is and everything. We can see people. Maybe this is a heavily trafficked area, and we can set up an ambush from here, right? So we're waiting. Me and my homie here. And then these guys come on down the hill, right? And we're like, oh shit, okay. So because we're waiting for them, right? So we have an advantage here. So let's say that you know, we kill one of these guys right here. Boom, just dead, flat. But then we realize, okay, positioning compromised, right? Now these other three guys, they know where we are because we just killed their teammate. They're gonna start laying it down, right? So we're like, okay. You know, that tripped one of our trigger points. You know, something happened that made us take another action, right? So, here we go. We're gonna hit play. You and your homie there in the building just killed that dude. You're like, all right, move to position 2, right? Because we knew, when we were sitting in here, we knew where position 2 already was. You know, we didn't just pick this spot. And, you know, that wasn't the end of our thought process. You know, we have a plan here, a grand plan that is going to play out over the course of minutes, not seconds, right? Okay, so the enemy's moving up trying to get us. Maybe they still think we're in here, right? They still think we're in there because they're so stupid. And guess what? We kill another one. Now there's only 2 guys left, and they're so mad. They're so mad that it's affecting the way they're playing. Okay, they're getting worse. Every time you move to a new position, they're worse because they're just getting more and more mad. Okay? So there we go again. Back in building 1. Killed the first guy. Fled to building 2. We killed the second guy. They're so mad. We moved in building 3. Right? And then they're like, where are these guys? Okay? By then we kill another guy. Now it's 2v1. They don't know where we're at, what we're doing. We're so well planned. They can't keep up, right? Now this last guy's like, where is he? Where even is this last guy? Right? Where is he? He's got to be over here somewhere, right? So he's out here. We're in our final position. This last guy, I don't know how to set it up, but we're in here, and he's just like, man, screw this. These guys have been taking me all over the place. You know, clearly they're better than me. Clearly they get more girls than I do. Right? Clearly they're more popular. So I'm just going to try to get out of here. So he just books it. He just tries to run. You kill him. Done. Easy. Then you go around, you know, set your lookout. One guy watch out for the other guy. Go get all the loot. Move on. Rinse and repeat. Do that to the next guy. But yeah, anyways, escape route's pretty important. You know, you're setting up an ambush or whatever it is you're doing. If you're in a position and you know that you're going to be entrenched for a while, have a backup plan, right? Multiple backup plans. Maybe even have one grand backup plan that's like if all other backup plans fail, you know, and you run it completely out of options, then you know, okay, meet me at the Alamo. You know, you go to the Alamo. The Alamo, you don't have plans beyond the Alamo. The Alamo is just it. You know what I mean? It's just, you fight there, and if you die, you die. But that's your last stand, because you don't have any plans beyond that, right? After that, it's just every man for himself. But anyways, escape routes, you know? Just trying to get systematic about knowing where you're going to go, establishing trigger points, maybe even have multiple escape routes set up, you know? Maybe zone comes in from over here and you're like, shit, we can't escape route that way. Good thing we have a secondary escape route, right? The more of these ideas you can get going through your head simultaneously, but also subconsciously, you know, you want to train these things and drill them so that they become natural, because if you're thinking, we're going to get into this later on a different rule, but if you're thinking, you're at a disadvantage. You want every action you take to be so well trained that it becomes a subconscious action, right? That way you can just act. You don't have to think, right? Okay, but anyways, yeah, that's it. Escape routes. I look bigger than you, or you look bigger?
I do, but it's because you're like in frame. You're sitting back further because of the angle of the camera.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
So if you could bring like your plane of existence forward, I think that would fix
My
everything.
plane of existence?
You know what I mean? Can you do that?
Oh, I can make myself bigger.
Yeah, but then you're on my screen more.
Well, deal with it.
We're back in the same problem.